Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Final Fantasy Tactics playthrough series. It is great to be here and I hope you're doing well today, folks. So where are we? Well, we are at the dawn of Chapter 4, the final chapter in the game. And what's awesome about Chapter 4 is you gain access to a bunch of side quests. Now they are side quests, right? You don't have to do them, but I would recommend doing so because you gain access to a bunch of unique characters, right? You gain access to battles that aren't part of the linear storyline. And you even gain access to, a grand endgame dungeon where you can find a bunch of rare equipment and the like. So we are going to be completing all side quests here on this channel during this playthrough. And we're starting with one side quest here today. So the side quest that we're going to be completing is the BEOWULF side quest. And it does involve a lot of kind of hopping around the map. And in hopping around the map, right, there is, of course, a high likelihood we are going to encounter some random battles. So I won't subject you to that. Instead, what I'll be doing is I'll just be cutting the video, popping to where we need to go, so you can firmly understand sort of the sequence of events that are needed to complete the side quest. So our first target is Lazalia Imperial Capital. So we're going to be popping there. But before we do, if things like side quests and secret characters and the like appeal to you, then please consider becoming a subscriber. Follow along with the series. We are taking this one to the end. We're going to get all the side quests done. So follow along if you are enjoying the content. Thank you so much. We'll see you at Lazalia. Alright folks, so we are at Lazalia Imperial Capital, and of course after a random fight, just as I predicted. And what you want to do when you get to Lazalia is you want to go down to Golden Coal City and go into the bar. And in the bar, there is a unique rumor here, the Ghost of Colliery. And you want to just get this rumor, right? So you want to tune into this rumor. And once you do that, then your next destination will be all the way down to the bottom left corner of the map to Go Machine City. So an event will take place there. So we're going to fast track it there. I will see you at Zygolis Swamp. Be right back. Alright folks, we have finally reached Zygolis Swamp after probably 3 random battles, if I don't say so myself. But we are here and our destination is, of course, Go Machine City. Now you will be met with an event as soon as you move to this tile. You just need to make sure that Mustadio is in your party. So let's go. No pun intended, let's go to go, right? Alright, so what do we have here? Mustadio, this is what you found in the drift. Yes, when I started digging last week at Drift 57. I tried to take it apart, but I didn't know what to prod and where. What is this steel ball? It's a curious steel ball there, isn't it? And it seems to be reactive, doesn't it? What is this? Did it respond to the stone? What's this? Exotic mark. Well, that exotic mark sort of resembles what, folks? Maybe a holy stone? Who knows? We'll have to find out. So that right there is the next event in the BEOWULF side quest. It's actually a key event in other side quests as well, but this helps you move forward with the BEOWULF side quest. And our next destination, and the game doesn't really tell you this, you kind of have to stumble into it, but our next destination is actually back to Lazalia Imperial Capital. So when I say we're moving around the map a lot, right, this is what I mean. So we're going to move to Lazalia Imperial Capital, and I'll chop in the video then. Alright, at long last, we have finally made it back to Golan Coal City. The journey back was treacherous. I think I got in like 3 random battles, but that's all good. We took care of that. And we are back at the Coal City. So the next thing you want to do when you're here is you want to stop into Lazalia Imperial Capital. And as long as you've done everything right, an event will automatically trigger. So let's go. So we get the auto event here. And what is this going to be about here? Well, Ramza finds himself in a bar probably for like the first time, if I must admit. And he's going up to the counter. He is parched and looking for something to drink. Welcome, something to drink? Okay, milk, please. Ramza, of course, orders milk in a bar. Ha, I like you. Never seen anyone order that at a bar. You must have seen a lot of bloodshed, but you don't drink, eh? Notice how Ramza does not answer that question. So, a random patron at the bar. So it was true. There are monsters in Goland. Ramza overhears this and is intrigued. Yeah, the coal mine shut down. We're in a fix. And we can't count on knights either in this day and age. All of Goland's recruiting hunters, I hear. Aren't you a hunter? You'd make good money. I don't care about the money. I can't leave people in need. Wow, very impressive. If only Sir Balbanes were alive. But there's one that even a master hunter can't beat. Huh? Intrigued by this, Ramza is. Now, that's kind of a big problem. What kind of monster is it? It's called the Holy Dragon. Really unusual. Are you going? Yeah, I'll just go and see. Good luck. And on his way out, Ramza is stopped by a knight who's saying, if you're going to the coal mines, would you hire me? Who are you? My name is Beowulf. I'm a hunter. I've been searching for this holy dragon. What do you think? I'll probably be helpful. And at this point here, folks, you want to choose option number 2. Let's go together. Obviously, option number 1 just dismisses him and cancels the side quest. So do option number 2. Okay, let's go together. You can pay me later. Let's go. And then Beowulf joins up with you as a guest for now. And you have to be intrigued and you have to be wondering, what does Beowulf have to do with this holy dragon? Why does Beowulf want to find this holy dragon? And we're going to find out here real soon, folks. So now you will notice that Goland Coal City is a red node, meaning once you go there, a battle will be prompted. And this is effectively the beginning of the side quest, right? So this is the battle portion of the side quest. So we're going to pop right on in here and we're going to complete this whole thing right here in this video. So let's go. Goland Coal City. So Colliery Underground, 3rd floor. Let's rock and roll. And like I said, we did have many random battles on the way here, so the team complexion is going to look a little bit different. Still got Rivaldi rocking the ninja. He is a master ninja now. But we're rocking Roxy as an oracle. Colden as a monk. And then we have Rivaldi, of course, that I already mentioned. We got Stouty the summoner. Stouty's nearing mastery for the summoner. I've got Colden back as the monk. He didn't master the Lancer class. Dragoon class. So he's back as the monk now. I think I want to get Himido for him. Really like that skill. And plus, the physical attack prowess of the monk is good. The growth of it is also good. So it makes sense for our, mainline melee damage dealer, right? So the first battle here is a snowy landscape. You will notice a bunch of chemists. And you're probably thinking, well, this is going to be a piece of cake. The chemist is a weak class, and you're right, it is a weak class. However, they're all equipped with guns. So nothing really too important in this particular fight. But they do have a lot of distance on you, and they can range you. So you just got to be careful. Keep your weaker units safe and or healed up. And quickly dispatch of the enemy. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to send Rivaldi up here. See if we can get a bit of a shuriken throw. And you bet. Alright, Beowulf now. So Beowulf is a Temple Knight. And the Temple Knight has cool skills. As in, it's essentially an oracle. So it's the oracle's skill set, right? Just in a magic sword. So if you think of Agrias, right, and her sword skills, well, Beowulf's got a similar kit in that he can use his sword skills that have the oracle effects instantaneously. It does cost MP, though. So, Beowulf, the Temple Knight here, Holy Knight who protects the church from heathens, uses magic sword to drive away hostile enemies. And then, of course, the magic sword command, Temple Knight job command, swings a sword that brings magic. So, it's a unique class. There's only one Temple Knight here in the game, and that is, of course, Beowulf. So if you like unique characters, right, then Beowulf is an option for you, for sure. So let's get Colden, let's get him humming, and he is just so strong. Auto potion coming down for the chemist, of course. That's all good. Just a little bit more fun for us. Alright, so Stouty, the summoner here. What do we have? So Stouty's been learning a lot of high-level summon spells, including Bahamut. But the charge time isn't going to be in our favor here. So let's see if we can't get... Let's do an Ifrit. I don't think I've used Ifrit too frequently in this playthrough. So let's use some Ifrit. I'm going to try to keep Stouty behind a wall here so he doesn't get sniped by those chemists. But here is the Fire Summon Ifrit. Hitting for a respectable 139. So you see the advantage, the positioning advantage that these chemists have on you. Not really too much of a threat beyond that, but of course, they do have the range. And not to mention the ability to heal themselves. Alright, what's this guy going to do? He's going to shoot Rivaldi. Okay, so speed save does proc off there. Very nice. Rivaldi should be going real soon here. And this chemist is going to throw down a potion on himself. Alright, Roxy. What are you thinking here? Let's get him. Decent hit there. And Ramza, can you do 92 damage? You sure can. Perfect. Alright, one chemist down. Of course, chemists have the ability to revive one another. So we're going to have to be conscious of that. But let's use our heavy hitters, Rivaldi and Kolden, to take care of business here. Beowulf getting physical here. But he's got a very weak iron sword. It's like a, what, a tier 2 sword? It's beginner game equipment. Alright, Kolden, lay down the Fury. Hitting for 264, so, you know, that's why I wanted to make him a monk, right? Well, make him a monk again, I should say. Just so strong. Alright, let's see. Can Stouty... So we have Pierre. Is this Pierre? It is. Okay. Well, let's see if we have a spell that charges quickly. Yeah, Ice 3 is going to get the job done quickly. So let's make it rain, Stouty. A whopping 238. That's a very strong hit. So, of course, the chemist uses the potion, as you would assume. That's alright. And he's going to shoot Rivaldi again. He's in danger territory there now. But, you know, so is the chemist, because he is absolutely surrounded. A 2-turn flare for 297. I like the sound of that. Put him to sleep, Roxy, and let's nuke him into orbit. Nice work there. Nice teamwork. Ramza, thermonuclear explosion. Let's go. Kablam. Alright, level up in face as well. And Rivaldi has had enough of being shot, right? He's got some gunshot wounds, right? Some bullet wounds. But he still manages to take the fight to the enemy. And the map has been completed here, folks. So you're probably thinking, well, that was a pretty underwhelming fight. Well, this is just the first fight. So this is a gauntlet of fights, right? A series of fights. So now we're going to get into the second fight in here. And we do have the opportunity to save. we will do so. You bet. Alright, so the second fight. It's a little bit like the first, except for there's a wrinkle. So Beowulf here. I'm going to take off all of his gear so he doesn't do anything foolish. Let's see. Priest. Okay, so he's got some healing magic, so let's give him white magic. Alright, off we go. Alright, so we do get the full gambit of 5 allies here, of course. And they all get to start on the same plane, which is nice. So let's get into it here. This is going to be the second battle underground, the second floor. Alright, so we notice a thief. We have some more chemists, right? And as you can anticipate, the chemists are equipped with firearms yet again. However, you might have actually noticed a little something, and that is the presence of the behemoth. So this is one of the strongest enemy units in the game, as far as a breed of enemy goes, right? The behemoth. Very strong physical attackers. We'll see if we can get this one poached, if at all possible. And then we have a chemist here. So this particular chemist has a rare weapon. This is the blaze gun. Attack power 20 on that thing. Check that out, right? Ice elemental. And it's one of the elemental guns. And you only get a finite amount of them. They will never be available in the shop to buy. So we're absolutely going to want to steal this, right? So this is another kind of just bonus in doing the side quest. You get the blaze gun. So we're definitely stealing that. How about some of these other guys here? Is there any other thing worth noting? Assassin dagger? No, you can buy that. Alright, so get the blaze gun. That is probably, well, I mean, it is the top priority for sure. So let's get Rivaldi in place to do just that. We got Beowulf here. He's just going to get right up on the thief. I like your style. Except for you missed. Okay, so you can jump over. Interesting. Beowulf takes a hit. He is a guest, of course, so even if he falls, right, that's okay. I'd rather absorb the experience into my own party here. And what's this, folks? Well, we have a king behemoth as well. So that is the second tier of behemoth. A terrifying monstrosity. Stronger than the regular behemoth. And definitely something we want to poach. So we have both Colden and Rivaldi with poach on. So we're definitely going to want to poach the King Behemoth here. So let's just get Colden over in that direction. One shot the thief, absolutely. And let's see, Stouty, what do we got? Is Frog range 3? Yeah, it's range 3, okay. So let's get a Golem summoned then. Earth, Mind, and Soul protect us. Golem, let's go. Right, down comes the Golem, spreading his hand of protection to the team here. And now you're going to get to see the Blaze Gun in action here. Or not, he's going to opt to dash. Interesting choice there. That's very good for us. It puts him right up in the middle. I can probably debuff him with Roxy now. Yeah, he's easily in range of a debuff. So let's see if we can get him debuffed here. Do we go paralyze? 82%. That's very, very nice. What's sleep looking like? 76% sleep. I'm going to paralyze him. Yeah, let's get the paralyze down. 82% is a very nice hit there. Alright, so Ramza. Well, we don't want to get paralyzed, right? Let's see if we can get the flare off from here. Yeah, we sure can. Alright, Roxy, let's get him. And the don't act has been applied. Roxy levels up in face. And now we should have some open rain to get this rare gun here. 40%. Alright, we did miss. That's alright. Thermonuclear explosion. Let's go. The thief is down. And Beowulf is going to... looks like cast some cure on himself. And out comes the King Behemoth. This is the matchup that needed to happen. Nope, never mind. He shies away from the Colden fights and opts for Beowulf instead. Of course. But yeah, this is a fight that needs to happen. My strongest versus your strongest. Let's go. 264, but he does have counter. However, it does not proc off that time. Very nice. Alright, Stouty, bring down that chicory stick of pain. Let's go. And the Behemoth is very passive in this one, which works in our favor for sure. Alright, let's get the weapon steal. And still unsuccessful. That's alright. Got nothing but time. Except for, of course, he moves in a spot where it's going to be hard to steal. Well, you won't be able to steal, essentially. Let's see. Let's Foxbird him to lower his brave. A commenter on a few videos ago, and admittedly it's been a little while since I've released an FFT video. I've had other priorities, but a commenter mentioned that if you lower the brave of the enemy, the lower their brave, essentially, the easier it is to steal. So we're going to test that theory right now. Well, if this hits, that is. Alright, minus 30 brave. So let's see the effectiveness of that. And we got the frog and the behemoth as well, so we can poach them all the same. So we're not going to be able to steal. Yep, just not going to be able to yet. That's okay. The behemoth in frog form is obviously not very imposing at all. And the king behemoth gets the stab up, but I mean, Colden hangs in there like a rock. So let's get the poach. I'm kind of on my way back, right? Traveling back from Go to Golan, Coal City, and just kind of doing this side quest, right? I have been, obviously, as you move more, right? Your monsters have eggs. And I've gotten several plagues. I actually got a red dragon as well. So we've been poaching those, and I actually managed to get the rare knife, the Zorlin shape. I will, of course, show that off here. I'll do that at the end of the video. Show you some of the stuff we got from poaching. I didn't get the supreme gift from, well, the supreme drop from the red dragon, though, unfortunately. But we got some cool stuff. Alright, so this guy's going to move back. And Don't Act comes off now, so he's able to revive, okay? That's alright. I'm not concerned about that at all. So let's get Roxy to do her debuffing thing. Ramza is effectively out of MP. Let's do an Asura. Hitting very strong with the draw. Alright, so last time it was 40%. What is it now? It is 40%. So I don't know if the Brave and if the adjusting of the Brave does actually affect, and I didn't realize Ramza is going to be in the area of effect of that sleep spell. That's okay. But yeah, it doesn't appear that the Brave affects it. I know speed does for sure. So the higher up your speed gets, the better your rate to steal is. That is unquestionably the mechanic. I mean, maybe if Brave is significantly lowered, although 30 is pretty darn low. Right, minus 30, like that's a huge hit to your Brave. Yeah, 211, my goodness. I'm going to cast Sylph because I don't really remember what this summon animation does. Okay, so it's like a tree spirit. I mean, mass area silence is pretty nice. It's a little niche, but it's very nice. All right, 45%. Let's get it. All right, there we go. The blaze gun has been secured. Lovely. All right, so now we can proceed to poach the frog. And obviously take out this chump here, too. All right, Roxy. Some nice hits. The thief's coming up here. Keep your grimy hands off my gear, man. All right, Behemoth. What do we have? He's going to peck Ramza and wake him up. Never mind, he does not wake him up. Might as well grab a gold hairpin while I'm at it here, huh? Alright, so we got a crystal. Might as well take this. Let's see what you get. Steel armor and steel shield. Two very high JP skills for the thief class. So that's real nice. Certainly be taking that. Nothing to be done. Alright, Stouty. Bring down the pain. Let's go. Chicory stick for the kill. And keep your hands off my gear, man. You can't touch her. She is protected by the spirit of the golem. So why don't you show him who's boss, Roxy? Let's go. That's right. Heavy stick poke to the side of the head. That ought to hurt. And let's get the poach here. And let's move on. That was, of course, the second fight. But we're still going. We're still not done here, folks. Getting that blaze gun is tremendous, though. And we get more mithril gear, right? So obviously the mithril gear, it's kind of like the mining theme, right? Like you mine mithril, right? You mine coal. You probably find some mithril while you're mining coal, right? Maybe this is a dual mine, a coal and a mithril mine. Maybe those things are symbiotic in a way. Alright, so the blaze gun. Yeah, we can just leave it on the shelf for now. Nobody can really use it right now anyways. So let's continue onward. This is going to be the first floor, I do believe. Okay, so we're going to have a split party again. So I like the idea of... Let's go Colvin. Rivaldi kind of has a spirit of his own. And obviously can cover a lot of ground. So let's split the party like that. And let's see what awaits us here on the first floor. Alright, so another snow battle, and look at this, folks. We have some blue dragons in the mix now. And a lot like the behemoth, the blue dragon is yet another terrifying enemy to face. They get very, very strong. Their breath attacks are no joke. They are, well, they absorb ice, and we also have one of these Uribos, right? So I already recruited one, of course, in Zygolis Swamp a long time ago. We've been poaching the fruits of, that effort. So we can just safely dispatch of the Uribo, but, I mean, really, it's of no threat to us. The real threat is these dragons, of course. And we're going to want to poach them both. Without question, we need to poach both of these. But they are terrifying, folks. Very, very strong. So let's just be careful. Let's just be careful. I say that as I move Rivaldi just right up there. Maybe even in range of the dragon on the left there. Unless the Uribo comes down. Nope, he doesn't block. That's okay. So Beowulf here. Obviously has been disarmed. Yeah, he's in range. Wow, these dragons actually have a lot of move. So you see the ice breath there? It does one-shot Beowulf. Yeah, a gearless Beowulf, right? But, I mean, very strong. Definitely not something to shy away from. Or to take lightly. So I'm actually going to go after this dragon with Colden here. I'm pretty confident in his ability to take a hit. And also, he's got some healing support right behind him. Definitely want to poach that Uribo, so we'll just focus our fire on the chemist here. Good work, Stouty. Alright, what do we have? It's going to shoot Stouty. Dragon Spirit, let's go. Yep, very nice. Dragon Spirit is, of course, solid. Samson is going to heal himself with a measly potion. You gotta do better than that, my man. And Roxy. So how's the charge time looking? With short charge, it's actually looking pretty good. So let's see. What can we do here? Can we make something happen? A little sleep action. I think that's going to be the most impactful one here. Could also look at paralyze. But it doesn't get them both. Let's do sleep. See if we can get one or both. And this dragon here. So I'm pretty confident in Rivaldi one-shotting this dragon with his, dual wield. So let's focus our attention to this other blue dragon here. Except for with sleep coming down, right? So this will do 260. Let's do it. And then let's follow that up with a Colden Poach. Alright, so the chemist gets put to sleep. Very nice. Ramza will be bringing that flare down pretty soon here. And let's see if my theory about Rivaldi having the juice to kill the dragon in one shot holds true. Let's see. You bet. Alright, so we got a good poach there. Here comes the flare, and then Colden's turn should be following shortly, I would assume. And he can just clean up the mess. Absolutely. Alright, Colden, concentrate. Let's get the hit. 91%. Let's go. Good man. Alright, so both blue dragons have been poached. Let's see, Stouty. What do you got? Just showing absolutely no respect at all to the Uribo. Going to give him a free hit. And he does his best. Does goofy animations. It's definitely a strange creature. I mean, it almost looks like a Moogle, kind of, right? Just kind of, but it's more like a pig. But yeah, the Uribo is certainly a strange creature. There you go, Roxy, just bringing down the pain. Ramza, let's grind a little bit of JP here. Let's use a Kiyomori. So the Kiyomori is a draw-out skill that will put protect and shell on an area of your units. Very, very good skill, very strong skill. It's instantaneous, right? The only drawback is sometimes the sword breaks, which costs money. If money isn't an issue, then it's really not a non-issue at all, right? Money is, of course, an issue for us because, I mean, I'm not going crazy with grinding, right? I'm going to try to keep the levels relatively low in this game, or in this particular playthrough, I should say. I mean, you could be level 99 by now, right? Or at least a very, very high level, to the point where, you know, battles like this are a breeze. We're not doing that in this one. The enemy is equivalent to our level here. Alright, Stouty getting some golem action down for some grind. And Rivaldi, do the honors, please, my friend. Lovely. Alright, so this is the third battle in the sequence. And folks, it is still not over. There is one more to go yet. Mithril sword and mithril armor. So here we go. Let's give it a quick save. Nothing really to do in the formation screen. So let's move on. And we're going to find ourselves at the conclusion here, folks. First, we have a squad of 4 to be put together. So I do want to go with Roxy because she's got the white magic. We have to use Ramza. In fact, I think we got to get Ramza back there. So let's go with Colden. Let's put Stouty on the bench. Sorry, Stouty. We'll get you back in. Alright, so this is the final fight. The passageway in Goland. And what do we have here, folks? We've got all kinds of advanced monsters. And then one of those archaic demons. You don't have to have that stone. If you value your life, hand it over now. And there is the mentioned holy dragon. REIS, I looked all over for you. Hold on, I'll save you. So BEOWULF seems to know this holy dragon, and it seems to have a name, REIS. Okay? And our win condition here, folks, is to save REIS. So REIS cannot fall, cannot die, just like when we have to protect Rafa or Mustadio, right? They cannot fall. So let's take a look at REIS. So REIS is the holy dragon. Holy dragon transformed from a lancer. Defeats enemies with physical attacks using his massive body and breath. Then has the breath holy dragon job command. Scatters everything in sight with intense breathing. So very, very strong potential here. A pretty strong unit, but it's got 265 hit points, and it's surrounded by enemies, including the plague, which will put status afflictions. These guys are very tanky, the Ochus. Just very tanky. And then, of course, we're aware of the archaic demon, right? With the dark magic, right? The dark holy, the giga flare, moves like that. So let's see kind of how quickly we can get up there. It's going to depend on that. And it looks like we can actually assert ourselves into the battle pretty quickly here. We want to poach these plagues. So when I said I got the Zorlin shape, which is the strongest knife in the game, you get those as a rare poach from those plagues. And that's actually why I enlisted one of those flying wing guys, the lesser version of the Plague, the wing demon or something, whatever it's called, floaty ball, I think it's called. I enlisted one of those on my team because I ultimately wanted to breed these Plagues and then poach them. So we get a few free poaches here, which is great. Maybe we can secure yet another Zorlin shape. We will certainly see. Like I said, I will show you the gear after this is all concluded. So as expected, REIS is the target of the archaic demon here. So we're going to have to make sure she stays healed. She's got very low faith, so the healing won't be as effective as maybe you'd think. And the good thing about it is the plagues have been drawn into our other team members here. So I would recommend rocking the Germanos boots in this one, at least on some of your characters. The reason you want to do that is because you need to jump. The reason our monk and ninja is right in the battle here is because they have 4 or greater jump. So in using the Germanos boots, you can increase your jump. So Roxy is rocking 4 jump right now, which is going to be able to allow us to just vault right up. So let's see if we can actually get a heal on REIS. We sure can. Yeah, that Ochu is just one-shotted. Shows you the strength of REIS. And the Holy Dragon itself can use all breath attacks. So it's a unique dragon, right? Pretty cool. So let's save it. Alright, dropping down the Cure 4 here. Keeping you nice and healed up. It only heals for 97 though, my goodness. That's just not good enough. Alright, let's get these plagues out of here. Don't need the Petrify status effect. It's a very troubling status effect to deal with here. And if you don't have jump on your characters, folks, you probably... I mean, if you can't assert yourself, right? If you can't run directly into battle, you probably don't win this one. But REIS even pulls back, which is very nice. This is going to allow us to make quick work of this fight, for sure. See if we can get this Ochu one-shotted. We sure can. And Ramza. Let's flare Beowulf. Sure, why not? In fact, we don't even need to. Let's take out the Archaic Demon. And we'll see you later. So the day has been won. The side quest, at least as it currently sits, has been complete. But the way the side quests work in Final Fantasy Tactics here, folks, is... You kind of have... Like, so it all starts with this, right? So you have to do this. Because a lot of the side quests... you will find, and I'll go through this, of course, but in a lot of the side quests, you will continue to return to Go Machine City, right? Beowulf, thank you, Ramza. Thanks to you, I was able to save REIS. You were looking for this dragon? Yes, she's more important to me than life itself. I truly thank you. And what do you know? Beowulf has a stone. Weren't you looking for this? Why do you... I owe them one, just like you. Who are you? Not your enemy, trust me. The more the merrier. I'll trust you. Now, let's get out of here. So that's right, folks. You are able to recruit Beowulf as a permanent member of your party, and you can use Beowulf however you like. His unique magic sword command is yours. And so is REIS the Holy Dragon. That's right. Don't poach this dragon. This dragon is special and powerful. So you can add them both to your party as, like I said, permanent party members, no longer guests. So that's really cool. It's a side quest that is worth doing, absolutely. And it kind of wraps up, I would say, the first part of the side quest. Now, there are things that we can do to advance the side quest forward, but like I was kind of alluding to earlier, pretty much all of the side quests in the game beyond the final kind of endgame dungeon, it all kind of starts with Go Machine City, right? So there are things that are found in the wreckage by Best Rodeo, right? And that triggers basically the need for you to go find what is required to solve the mystery that is uncovered in Go. This is, of course, one of them. So if you remember that strange steel ball, right? Well, that strange steel ball had a certain symbol on it, right? Well, that certain symbol just might be a fit for the stone that BEOWULF just gave us. So what we're going to do now that this fight is done, we're going to come full circle on this quest here, folks. We're going to pop back to Go, and we are going to complete out this quest. So I'm going to just patch you right in at Zygolis Swamp here, and we will complete the quest together. Be right back. And back to Zygolis Swamp we be here, folks. I actually got here with very little resistance, no random fights at all, which is super surprising. But we're going to pop right in to Go Machine City, our final destination here. And just upon going to the tile, an event automatically triggers. So let's go. And like I said, this will kind of close out at least the first section of this side quest. But it's all incumbent upon what you do at Go Machine City. So Go Machine City is going to provide you with the side quest, essentially. So Mustadio saying, will it really work with the stone? You saw it too, right? I'm sure it does. So let's try it out, Ramza. Pulling out that cool holy stone that BEOWULF gave us. And he pops it into the steel ball. Hey, look, it moved. And the steel ball comes to life here, folks. That's right. Look at that. We got a robot. No go? Steel Giant. System setup completed. Everything is normal. Master, what is your order? Wow, it spoke. Master, your order, please. Ramza, give him an order. What? An order? No, I'm scared. Don't be silly. You're his master. Repeat order, please. Well then. Dance. Do better than that. Alright. Look at him go. Just, you gotta love it, folks. You gotta love it. He's dancing. Yes, he is, and he's doing a great job of it. I wonder if he's strong. I am very strong. Well then. Beat Mustadio up. Do better than that. Uh-oh. Help! Phoenix down! Where's the Phoenix down? What a comical scene. So yeah, unbelievably enough, you do get to recruit Worker 8 as well. And Worker 8 is a Steel Giant, yet another unique class. So you see, in doing just that one side quest, we have already added 3 unique characters to our team. Of course, we will add Worker 8, the Steel Giant. Can't add any more units, so we have to dismiss some old ones. So, nice. We got another plague. Got the Uribo. Let's see. I think we can go ahead and just move off of the floaty ball family. We can poach that last plague. We can move off the floaty ball family. And why can we do that, folks? Well, I was able to secure yet another Zorlin shape. So the way I'm going to close out this video here is I'm going to show you some of the things that we obtained in just doing, you know, all the random fights that we did and getting some poaching done, getting some breeding done. Right, so all of that was happening kind of off video as I was traveling the map. It was a good opportunity to do so for sure. So let's kind of review the team and land this plane on this episode here. So what do we have? First off, Worker 8 Steel Giant. So let's check him out here. A taciturn general operation robot from a lost civilization. Follows commands dutifully. Counter ability, any ground, cannot enter water in any weather. Has 70 brave, but notices 0 faith. So the Worker 8 actually has the constant innocent status effect on him. which means he is completely resistant to all magic, both beneficial and negative, right? His active skill is work, steel giant job command, operation commands used for heavy labor, counter and defense up as well, so that's very nice. And worker 8 is so you don't learn any skills with him, right? Because he's classified as a monster, but he's got some very strong skills in that work profile there. So that is worker 8 for REIS. Again, the same kind of thing. You can't learn the skills, but basically all of the breath attacks of all of the dragons is available to REIS, which is very nice. And as far as what we've been doing off camera, right, some of the gear that we got, well, let's take a look. So, the blaze gun, obviously, you witnessed the stealing of that. We got a cashmere. That's from poaching, I believe, the blue dragon, I think. Here's the Zorlin shape, okay? So this is the strongest knife in the game. It boasts a 12 attack power. It's a knife made in the cutlery capital. And you get this as a rare poach of the plague. And that's that red winged guy. We took out a few of them in the Holy Dragon quest. And I've also been poaching a few of them. So we have 2 Zorlin shapes in our inventory now. Very, very nice. Pretty much everything else here. I mean, we got a few Nagra rocks from poaching Porky, which is the second tier of the Uribo family. I mean, it's an interesting sword. Ebony sword from the Apocalypse. It's got 1 attack power, 50% evade, and it adds frog. I mean, it's really not usable. 50% evade, maybe you could use that with a 2 swords build and weapon guard. Maybe. Don't really have to worry ourselves with that. Everything else is either purchasable in the shop or not really relevant. So another thing we got is the Katyusha. So this is from poaching, I believe, a dragon as well, maybe, perhaps. Or that could have been the King Behemoth, actually. So the Katyusha is a hairband that prevents abnormal status. HP plus 20. And then cancels undead, darkness, silence, frog, poison, slow, don't move, don't act, death sentence. So a wide gambit of status. Debuffs are resisted by this. Only women can wear it, though. And it gives you plus 20 HP, so you do take a hit in the HP department, especially when compared to like a golden hairpin, right, plus 80 HP. However, you resist all status. We have a few of these barrettes as well. It does a similar thing in that it's a woman's hairpiece. However, it prevents kind of more of the rare status effects, like Bloodsuck, which is a useful one, as you will see later in the game. For armor, yeah, nothing really special yet. We did get a few of these perfumes. So we have the Cherche. So float, reflect, always. Only women can use it. We have the Salty Rage. Protect and shell, always. Only women can wear it. And then the Chantage. Re-raise and regen, always. And only women can wear it. So that's kind of what we're looking at here, folks. That is the summary and collection of items. Really good little side quest portion that we went through there. Really got our team in a good place. Got us some rare gear. And we're just looking good. So as far as the next side quest, right? So eventually another side quest opportunity will open up in Go here. And what will trigger that is when we finally get to Zeltenia Castle. And again, there's another rumor in the bar that we have to listen to. And then we have to leg it all the way down to Go again. And a new discovery will be made. I will, of course, be making a dedicated video for that side quest as well, just like I did with this one. But we're just a little bit far off yet with a few story battles to go. So as we continue on here, folks, we will be tackling these story battles, of course, on our way to Zeltenia. So I think that is an appropriate place to wrap this video. I want to thank you for your viewership. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. If you think I'm doing a good job here, please give the video a like. And also, consider subscribing to the channel as well, right, if you're digging the Final Fantasy Tactics. Follow along with the series. We are taking this one to completion, including doing all of the side quests. We're going to do the Deep Dungeon as well. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. Little nostalgic throwback to just a wonderful game. I think the team's coming along well. I like the Ramza magic user build that we got going on here. And really, you know, just having fun, and I hope you're having fun too. So if you are, please like and subscribe. And once again, I just want to thank you, folks. So thank you so much. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.